So this is going to be my very quick overview of the Apple Watch just to get a sense of what you're dealing with, and I'll post future videos to help figure out all the different aspects. But basically this thing is a watch, a modern watch for the future. It's got a great design. You basically lift it up to look at it and it shows your watch face, and the beauty is that here's like what I would consider the information watch face. It's called the modular one. You could also touch the screen to turn it on. And what I love about this is it not only has the time, but it's got the weather right there. It's got my stopwatches, and so I've got a stopwatch and a countdown timer. I just touch it and I'm right in my stopwatch. I push the digital crown in to get back to my watch face, and we could see that it's counting right there at the bottom. If I wanted to start doing a timer, count down 3 minutes, because that's all I want to take for this video, and it's counting down for me. So I put my watch down and it's off, bring it back up, and I've got my stopwatch, the countdown timer, the time, my next calendar event, could touch it, takes me right to it. Got the time, the date, that also takes me to my calendar, and I got the weather, that will take me to the weather app, and there's other things I can see there. And I have a red dot at the top there. That means I have a notification, so I can swipe down just like on my iPhone and look. I messaged myself a sick face because sometimes I feel a little oozy on these weekends, and I can respond. There's some I'm sliding the digital crown, I'm rolling it, so there's some written responses that I could just send by tapping them, or I can scribble something back. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to say, to the scribble, I'll just write boo, BOO. It realizes how you're doing it. I'll hit send, and done, just like that. I've sent the message back. I could also very easily do it with a Siri, which is usually the best way. So I could say, oh, too bad. Sorry for you feeling that way. Picked up everything that I was saying, so the first part of it before I meant to. There's other notifications here like Reddit, my Wunderlist, some basketball stats, and I can click on any of these and get some more info, but always got that watch face. I could also slide up from the bottom, and that gives me some more information like the battery percentage. I can turn it on to airplane mode. There's a flashlight, a new flashlight function, so that just helps you see in the dark. By putting up a light, or I could there it is. So the pinging of my iPhone actually stopped the video recording, but I got this message from myself, and I can reply in these different ways. For now, I'm just gonna say okay, cool, leave it at that. And there's a theater mode, so that will make sure your iPhone doesn't turn on. There's an airplane button, so I could AirPlay to speakers or headphones if I had them, which is great for if you want to go on a run and take your music. And then I can push down hard on this, and I can customize my watch face. So I'm going to slide to the right, and in this case, instead of the calendar, I just got this new app for keeping use of my to-dos. So I'm going to go all the way down to Todoist, and now I'm going to have that right on my watch face. It will load the content in a minute, and I can click to take me right to the app. So there are my to-dos. My timer has ended, so now I know it's time to finish the video. But the last thing I want to show you is basically that you can use this for Siri, and I won't show you the specific functions. I'll do a separate video on that, but basically you can either lift the watch and then right away say, hey Siri, remind me to do a video on Siri for the Apple Watch in 2 hours. And so then Siri will make a reminder for me. It takes a couple seconds to get it together, but it will create a card. It will put it right in my reminders app on the watch, and it will also show up on my phone. You can also push the crown to get to your apps page. I find I don't really use that so often, but there are some cool apps, like one to control your camera, so you can take pictures with your camera on the other side of the screen, and this side button, which is like the app switcher, so it switches through the open apps you have more easily, and you can double tap that to get right to Apple Pay and make payments.